Fernando and Chad, explain to me what everything is involved. So it's a quarter-acre lot. You're explaining a little bit about the HOAs, right? So we were talking about utilities. Everything is off-grid at this point, but what does that look like as far as someone were to buy this lot? What are the monthly fees involved in there?
So the monthly fees up here on the farm, every single lot has a $100 a month base fee. And then there's a $10 per 1,000 square meter fee on top of that base fee. So for an A-frame, you've got 1,000 square meters, which is basically a quarter of an acre. And so your base fee is $110. And then this small one-bedroom A-frame, it's really a 1.5 bedroom, would pay an additional $50 a month. So owning this Model A A-frame, 800 square foot, is going to cost you $160 a month. And that includes your solar, a base quantity of potable water that you get.
Does that also include maintenance of the ground?
We take care of all the maintenance outside of your A-frame. So it doesn't include any cleaning fees on the inside, but definitely takes care of anything outside your A-frame.
Fantastic. So if we don't have hail in the Dominican Republic, but if something were to happen with the roof, you guys would take care of that as well, right? Anything on the exterior of the home as well? Or
No,
just
the grounds.
Just the grounds.
The grounds.
Fabulous.
And so everybody that owns a house will need to have their own homeowner's insurance policy, which is relatively inexpensive. I don't know exactly what it would cost for one of these. We have it for our big A-frame over there, so I would have to check.
Fantastic. That's great.
How many A-frames share a well and septic, or is there well, or where does the water source come from?
So we're going to be making, we'll call them hives. So it's going to be 5 A-frames per hive, and the plan is to have a treatment plant for each 5, and pretty much a solar power bank per 5 as well.
Thanks.
And so all the water actually on the farm, we've got 3 principal well springs or spring taps, different areas. And so the main spring tap is just across, if you could look through the woods over there, and all the A-frames for the entire project will be on that spring tap. And so with every house, you have a certain amount of water that's allotted to you every month that's part of that HOA.
And given how much rain that the Dominican Republic gets, do you guys do any rainwater reclamation, or is it only through the spring taps?
Nope. Basically, our rainwater reclamation is the springs. So Spirit Mountain is one, they call it a cuenca or watershed. So all the water we have on our farm falls on the farm.
Is there a price difference for the Model A and Model B and potentially Model C regarding HOA? So the $160 a month, was that for the base model? This one right here?
Yeah, so as I explained it, you have a $100 per lot fee at Spirit Mountain with Estancia Natura. And then there's a $10 additional fee per 1,000 square meters. So for A-frames, that's $110 base fee for your lot. And then it's a $50 fee per bedroom.
Gotcha.
So for this one, that's a 1-bedroom, it's $160. For the 2-bedroom, it'll be $210.
Yeah.
For the 3-bedroom, it would be
260. Yeah.
Yeah, 260. Fantastic. Now remind me, what is the ROI on the base model A-frame A?
based on renting it.
Yes.
If someone were to rent it out as an investment property, how much would that?
It's all going to depend, but you're going to be getting 20 to 30% annual rate of return on this.
That's fantastic.
So,
Yeah.
and Fernando, you can talk a little bit about where these A-frames are situated and what makes both Spirit Mountain and Jarabacoa so unique in the Caribbean.
So Jarabacoa and Manabao are located in the Cordillera Central here in the Dominican Republic. It's one of the tallest mountain ranges east of the Rockies, pretty much, in North America. And the climate here is just special. It's cool year round.
Yeah.
When we get to the summer at night, the hottest you're gonna get is maybe
60 degrees.
60 degrees, 62 to 63
Fahrenheit,
if it gets like super hot. And so that's a pretty big premium here.
Yeah.
Jarabacoa used to be the place where people would go when they wanted to stay in a mountain environment. Over the years, it's gotten so big and so developed that that people have been looking a little bit further out, a little bit higher, and a little bit cooler. And that is what Manabao is right now. For me, Manabao is what Jarabacoa used to be maybe 15, 20 years ago, which was a place where you would go for like to retire yourself from the city, retire yourself from the cars. Now, to get that, you probably want to come up to a place like this, where there's really not much development done yet. Everything's green. You find barely any cars. And it gives it a massive premium. People are constantly looking for places like this to stay, especially this A-frames that have been designed to look and feel and function differently to pretty much any other Airbnbs or rental properties that you can get anywhere in the country.
Absolutely,
So, yeah.
absolutely. I think the biggest drawback of the tree houses is you can't fit more people in there.
Yep.
Right? And so these A-frames, I mean, the Latin America culture, right? We want to be together. We're all about community. We're all about families, growing family. I mean, Chad, you now have a granddaughter, right? Your family's growing year by year. And these A-frames give a way to bring more people to Spirit Mountain and live and stay more comfortably than sleeping on the floor, right?
Yeah.
And we love glamping. We love camping. That's how we first started Spirit Mountain, was bringing up a backpack and sleeping on the floor. But super excited that these A-frames are now here live. You can feel them, you can walk on them, you can see them. You know, I would sleep here right now with the dust and all of it. So super excited that these are coming to life. This year, do you think that A and B are going to be fully finished?
I expect them to be finished this month.
Hey!
Chad expects me to finish them this month. So for my sake, they better be. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I think between 30 years of construction experience in the country, and then these A-frames that we've designed together are unique and unlike anything else that we've ever seen. Culminations of lots of ideas, but it has taken a long time for our on-site craftsmen to figure out how to put them together. They're going to be amazing, but it was definitely a labor of love, and that culmination of architectural design, like innovation.
Yeah.
Like, what can we do different? And every space here has some unique, like, why. Every inch matters. Trying to get the most out of a very small house. 750 to 800 square feet seems luxurious in some ways, but it's pretty tight when you start trying to get everything you really want out of a space.
Yes, and we struggled in the permitting aspect of this project, and at the end of the day, I think it was a hidden blessing, because it really gave us those 2 years to really focus on making the spaces more efficient, on making the spaces. Every single space in this house has a use, and it's designed to be used.
Yeah.
And it's designed to be comfortable, and to be honest, you walk in here and you don't really feel you only have 800 square feet.
No, absolutely not. Like what you
yeah.
were talking about. We went up to the loft,
Mhm.
which is maybe, I don't know, 50, 60
Yep.
square feet up there, but you can stand up,
Yeah.
right? You can stand up and you can feel the breeze come through, so it almost feels like you're still outside,
Yeah.
right? And because of the ventilation, how much light that's coming through, but also it's nice and cool because the wind is able to pass through. It's super, super well designed. Well done. There is no waste of space. That is for sure. For sure.
That's the idea.
I think one of the things, like even today, as we sit out here and we feel the sun on our backs, most of the home is actually protected from this southern exposure. We've got a lot of transparency across the northern roof line. Very little transparency on the southern side. Just enough right in the entrance that provides a little bit of light coming through, which is really cool getting to see that coming through. But really, with the exception of a really small section, the home stays cool and very little solar gain throughout the day.
Yeah. Like it is 1:30 right now. It's probably gonna get maybe a little warmer, but it's 1:30 in the afternoon and it feels great.
Yeah, I mean the whole interior of the home, with the exception of that one little section, is is in the shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And very light for an A-frame, which I
Yes.
think is the downside of most A-frames, is they just feel dark.
They feel dark, yeah.
Right?
So this is
And
a smaller A-frame, which is, base price $150,000. It is. Right? How many people would comfortably be able to stay here?
Comfortably, 4 people. I mean, you have space for a full bed in the mezzanine. You could fit a queen. You just have to fit it tight and maybe come in through the foot of the
Superman
bed.
it.
Yeah, but comfortably and efficiently, you can fit a full bed up there. Then down here, you could have a king.
Nice.
So you can sleep 4 people comfortably in this house.
Awesome.
And the bigger one, I would say 6.
Nice.
And if in your living room maybe you have a sofa bed or a futon, then
Yeah.
there's 2 more.
there's
Cool.
2 more.
Yeah. Fantastic. That's great. Now, are you excited to finally stay?
I am as excited as possible. I mean,
I don't think there's anybody more excited than the 2 of us
No.
to stay.
I think
in
the
these
joy in
things.
your eyes just, it brightens.
Yeah,
It brightens
yeah. I
for
mean,
sure.
I know Chad has been working on this for over 15 years, maybe
Yeah.
20 years. I've been working on this for 4.5 years,
Yeah.
and it almost feels like a lifetime. I mean,
Yeah.
the struggles we've been through, the things we've overcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's all going to be worth it.
I think the growing pains for the first couple are definitely, they're real.
Yes.
And, it's taken maybe a couple months longer than anticipated, but what's the hope for the next few A-frames as far as timeline, efficiency, your team? I know you're building everything from scrap at this point.
Yes, I'm gonna let you.
Wow, like that's a loaded question because I think if you think about what Fernando and I, in our optimism, believe based on what we've learned building these first 2, but I'm almost afraid to even say what we believe we could build the next ones in. We know that this one took 5 months, or we've been working on it for 5 months. We should be wrapping it up in the next couple of weeks. The bigger one has taken less time.
Yeah.
I would say we're like 3.5 months in. Fernando's getting ready to start his next door. Who knows if this next one takes us, 3 months to get done. We do believe that these A-frames, from the time our client gives us the go,
Yep.
should not take us more than 3.5, 4 months to give them the key and say, enjoy your home.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've said this a couple of times already, but there's been growing pains. There's been a lot of learning. There's been a lot of teaching. Lumber construction is not really the norm in this country. We have good carpentry, but actually building houses completely in wood is not that common here. So it's been a process of teaching the guys how to properly do some things, and the geometry of the house is particular.
Yes.
We've had to come up with some creative ways of joining stuff, and yeah, I mean, we have already learned that, so should be a lot quicker for the other houses.
I think one of the challenges of being 2 smart creatives is we never believe that we can't figure out a problem.
Yeah.
And so we'll design something that has a beautiful aesthetic. We'll design something that we know is very practical. And then we got to figure out how it gets built.
Yeah.
And luckily for, Fernando's ability in visualization gives us the ability to look at the product in 3D in a computer and work through details that we need to understand. And then with my 30 plus years of experience building stuff, it's like the best of both worlds, which is what makes, I think, Wallace Cantizano or Evergreen Design Build, it's this perfect marriage of smart creative design work with 30 plus years of master construction experience, bringing those together in one place. And so apart from the 36 A-frames we're going to build, we're going to build a pretty amazing church building here, the most amazing coffee shop on the island.
I'm excited for the coffee shop.
Probably what will be the most spectacular boutique hotel up on the ridge. And then not even talking about the homes that will populate the 25 lots along the ridge, which that is where we get to really have some fun.
Yeah, and in ways of amenities, the expansion of the bike trails is going to come soonish,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I mean, I think this is definitely going to be, with fear of sounding cliche, this is going to be the place to be, I think.
Yeah.
When it comes to rural homes or second homes, even first homes, we already have a couple of people that actually want to live here full time.
I volunteer.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, that's the idea, having a full community here, like-minded people, respectful people, peaceful people, friendly people.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully that's what we're building here.
I have a question. Can anyone live here, or do they have to go through some sort of process to be able to qualify to live here? What does that look like?
That's a good question. And honestly, Spirit Mountain is not for everyone. If you're interested, we've got a beautifully built HOA set of rules and policies for convivencia, for community living here. And when you read that, you will begin to understand, wow, there is a certain type of person that this community was built for. And it's not that we are saying we want to limit who is allowed to move here,
Yeah.
but it will become evident based on your DNA of how your family works and based on how we've set Spirit Mountain up, whether this is the place for you.
So you're saying you want to be able to keep the peace, right?
This
So
is
the
yeah,
HOA laws, the rules, the regulations are designed to be able to maintain and keep the peace of Spirit Mountain and Estancia Natura, so that when people come up here, they can be able to enjoy the quiet, the scenery of the
Yeah.
20 years you've designed it to be.
right, and that's for sure. I mean, this is our family's home, and this is our family's farm, and we're not going anywhere. We are excited to invite a lot of new people to come be a part of it. And Fernando can speak to that as far as somebody that's come into the fold, from somebody that came and stayed on the farm before we ever met, to then working together as architects, to now being partners in the construction side of things, and one of the soon-to-be residents up here. I mean, you've kind of come full circle.
Yeah, it's been a blessing, to be honest. From the second we met, we talked about, like, I don't know, maybe a couple conversations in, we talked about my visit here, and from that moment on, it was just a click.
Yeah,
Chad has accepted me pretty much to his family, so
and insane.
yeah.
And Fernando, even with his own friends, like, oh yeah, this is a great friend. I think would be a great part of this community. This friend, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like we're limiting who's allowed here. We just know who would enjoy this environment and who would feel like they're shackled.
Yeah.
Because you're, apart from the construction noise that we obviously are going to have to deal with, we really have a policy on like no amplified music. We like our bird sounds and we like the sound of the wind. And yeah.